Okay, I want to do another example for you. In this problem, I'm supposed to solve for A. So first thing I would probably do, because I have a 1/3 in front of the A, I can get rid of that by multiplying each side by 3/1. Okay, so I get 3D equals, and then here the 3/1 and the 1/3 cancel, so they're just gone. And I just end up with AB. And then since I'm multiplying by B, I will divide by B, and the B's go away, and I get 3D over B equals A, and you can flip-flop those and write A equals 3D over B. Okay? I kind of like 3D. That's like my favorite kind of movie. Sometimes I wish real life were in 3D. Okay? Kind of looks like my hand's coming right towards my face there. Pretty cool. Okay, so next problem here. We want to solve for x1. Now this little 1 here, that doesn't really do anything except help us name things. Like if I had a bunch of variables and I ran out of alphabet letters, I might use x1, x2, x3 if I had like 100 different variables, and sometimes you could, you know, then you might want to use x's with what are called indices, or an x with an index, rather than x, y, z. So the 1 and the 2 and the 3, or whatever little number you see down there, just lets us have more variable names, because, you know, there's only like 24 letters in the alphabet, or something like that. Actually, maybe there's 27. I don't know. Well, probably 26, but maybe I'll just make up my own alphabet, add a couple extra. But anyhow, the little numbers here just allow us to have more letters than the alphabet gives us, so we don't have to start making up weird letters and symbols just to do a math problem. So, first thing I want to do, I want to solve for x1. And these two things are grouped together pretty tightly. These two things are. So first I'm going to get rid of this, so that the parentheses can go away. So to get rid of this, I have to multiply both sides by 2. So I end up with 2m equals, and those cancel, I get just 1b. And then I still need to get rid of this b so that I don't need parentheses anymore, so I'm going to divide both sides by b. And I get 2m over b equals x1 plus z1. And then the last thing I want to do to get x completely by itself, and notice I don't need parentheses anymore because there's nothing being multiplied by both of these anymore, so the parentheses could go away. I'm just going to subtract z1 from both sides, and those cancel, and I get x1 by itself. And on the other side, I had 2m over b minus z1. You can't really combine those two things because they're very different from each other. And if you want to write the x1 first, that would probably be pretty cool. So let's do that. And we have one more problem here, and actually there's a little bit of a typo that I noticed because I actually want to solve for b this time. Whoops, that's kind of weird looking. So I'm going to solve for b. You know where to find b, right? You ever have to find b in a math problem? You know what to do if you want to find b? You kick the hive. You get it? You kick the, if you try to find bees, you'll get bees if you kick the hive. But oh, behave. Okay. Yeah, anyhow. All right. It's very early in the morning. So I want to solve for b. Again, I want to get rid of this 1/2 that's next to the b. So this part of the problem is the same. So I get 2 over 1 and 2 over 1. And that gives me 2m equals b times x1 plus z1. Now, I cannot subtract each of these because they are both still linked together. But this time, this whole thing is what I want to get rid of. So this is like one thing linked together, so I can divide by this entire set of parentheses. So I'm going to divide by x plus 1, or x1 plus z1. x1 plus, not x, yeah, x1 plus z1. So I'm going to do that on both sides. x1 plus z1. And this whole thing cancels as if it were one thing, because the grouping symbol says that it is. So I get b by itself, and here I have 2m over what? Well, Because this line also acts like a grouping symbol that separates these things from the numerator, I don't actually need the parentheses anymore. The two things in the parentheses here are actually already grouped together by the division line or the fraction line. So really the only thing I would want to do, just to make people like the way this looks better, is to write the B part first. So that's what I did, and that's what you do, and now you are done, and now you are happy. So hopefully you found that helpful, and I will talk to you again soon.